Hate video guides. You know?
Seems as ancient as the mountains themselves. That doesn't explain all.
You have another tower at your place, but you need storage. Any recommendations? What generation is your computer? Is that computer? Do you know? Build a NOS?
How do I help Baker remember something?
Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, this is for your place.
A ballad. Is this Baker's? I seem to recall. She nods.
I mean, I'm always gonna recommend like NVMe SSD cards, but they are expensive. They are expensive.
The one thing I can't summon is silence, she says. It's not what I meant. Either way, it doesn't help.
Brand-wise, NVMe. Spelled NVME. NVMe cards.
She's already recalling his ballad.
Okay. Hold on. I think the latest SSDs that I got were for I bought them off Amazon, so I could probably just link you. You have a Synology NOS, but can make your own for way cheaper. Here. It has to work with an X570. AMD Ryzen 5000 series. That doesn't tell me what generation it is. Because I don't know AMD as well as I do Intel. Ryzen 5000 chipset. AM4, okay. I mean, if it's storage, this should just work. Because it supports up to 4600. So this should be fine. Utilizing 3rd gen Ryzen processors, MSI X570 motherboards feature latest Lightning Gen 4 M2, which is the fastest onboard storage solution on the market, with up to 64 gigabits transfer speed. Yeah, it's an AM4 chipset, so it should just work. But okay, so here's a discerning question. By storage, do you mean file space, or are you talking about RAM? Because that's a different kind of storage, but it's not commonly utilized as storage. File space? Okay. So talk about file space. Um, almost there 99% of like common drives, whether they're hard drive disks or solid state drive disks, solid state disks, should just work as long as the read speed of the motherboard is compatible with the storage device. So the reason I'm looking up the chipset is because generally the chipsets for Intel and the chipsets for AMD, while they're not the same, have similar qualities in the kind of like levels of compatibility. And M4 is pretty recent, so it should be able to read at the same speed as write for some newer generation Intel stuff. That's the only reason I was looking up the chipset. It's not for compatibility issues. So there you go. Synology, I have no idea what it is. Oh my god, this is like an entire tower. This is like a server tower. It's like file management for this. I don't know if this is what Will needs, unless it's for work. But then his work should be fronting the bill, and probably also searching up what he's going to be buying with that money. Network attached storage, right? It's just for gaming at your mom's place. Is this for your laptop? I thought this was for your old computer. Wait, how does it have AM4? It's that old. Okay. Anyway, if you want to be safest, get a hard drive disk. Get a hard drive disk. Because solid states, sometimes they're too fast for the motherboard to read. Should be okay, but at the same time, like, you get a hard drive disk that has like 8 terabytes for the same as like a 2 terabyte NVMe. So you could just play forever. Didn't meet the minimum requirements for Marvel Rivals and it took 30 years to load the shaders. It didn't actually take that long. It didn't take that long. Maybe 20 years. It really wasn't that long, though.
I've heard a tune he might know. He asks, how does it go? I didn't memorize it. Will he follow me to the music room? The bread won't shape itself, he says.
What?
Can't bring him to the song. I should bring the song to him.
How? Okay, so I gotta memorize the song this time or what? Something? For the helpful input? All good. The most are you sure thing you can do is just go to PC Part Picker. I'm sure you know, but you know, like you could just go to PC Part Picker and just like see if it'll most likely register as compatible. But like, you know, it's just like an extra level of validity.
I've forgotten the ballad. Can she play it again for me? There.
Okay. Also, Meredith, I hope your streams went well yesterday. I hope you tested everything you need to. And also got all the quests done that you need to. I hope. I think you were playing Final Fantasy. Just worried about compatibility, so you thought you'd crowdsource some advice. Yeah. The reason I suggested the Envy Me is like, if you can't use it at your mom's place, you could use it at yours. In the worst case scenario, like you could always return it, obviously, but like you could use it in your own computer. But then, like, solid states. What's up? Holiday quests end in 2 days. Oh man, I'm not a paid member to be playing those things yet. You won that gaming tower, yeah. I don't remember you telling me it came with solid states though.
His melody, it goes. It's gone. Why can't I remember it? He's reluctant to remember. I must jolt his memory.
What? Why can't I remember it? I have to go again? Your old tower is still pretty up to date. Has 3060, so it's around that gen of hardware. The graphics card also doesn't impact the generation of the motherboard and chipset. Time to log in. Free barding? What is barding?
The ballad. Why can't I remember it?
Oh wait, barding, like
Not yours to
the
remember,
seat
she says,
of the
and
horse,
yet she plays it again.
but for chocobos. Seasonal quests are for including anyone. Ah, I see. Check out the video I posted in general. You posted in general? I will do it now. What? What the heck is this? What the heck is this, dude? What? It's about checking in on your friends, but Final Fantasy style? Dude, I need to do that so bad. I'm so bad at checking in on my friends. I'm terrible at that. It's one of my worst skills. I'm hyper terror bad.
Life's daily battles are not meant to be fought alone.
We're not powerless, so long as we don't lose sight of what's important.
Don't be afraid to seize that moment to talk to your friends.
He went on a date
Well,
with Luffy. That's
you
the wrong
okay?
timeline.
Because checking in on a friend can create a safe space.
The first step on our new journey. You coming?
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Seize the awkward. It's totally worth it.
I couldn't concentrate because he went on a date with the wrong person. Just focusing on the complete wrong thing. Hope you're feeling better from head cold. Yeah. Who had the head cold? Me? Was it me? I don't remember it. Little cheesy, but I think it's the cutest thing ever. Yes, it is. Gorgonzola. Headache, maybe? Oh, yeah. Yeah, day before Christmas. I think I know what it was. Usually... Okay, so my body is not a wonderland. It's really finicky, especially with temperatures. So, like... I think I've said this before. A lot of the times in the summer, and more rarely in the winter because it's colder, but generally in the summer I'll be blasting the air conditioning, and it's usually the ambient air is like cold, which is nice for most of my body except for my neck, and sometimes I'll just have to keep my neck warm, and then the rest of my body can be frigid and I won't care. But if my neck says I'm too cold, even though the rest of my body is like having a blast, it will give me headaches. So what I did that day was like I pumped the AC up towards a higher temperature, and my body was a little bit sweetie, but my neck was like, ah, yes, the perfect sauna, and my headache got a little better towards the end. I also took some Advil, and I didn't put on my neck brace looking like thing that is just a neck warmer but scares people because it's just a solid black color. I didn't put that on. I probably should have, and I probably would have been fine. But yeah, I think that's what it was, because it immediately went away the next day. Summer's the worst. AC to outside is bad times. Yeah. Yeah, I especially hate it in the summers, because sometimes I will have to wear the neck warmer and then walk outside, and then the neck is like, it's too hot. But then when it gets inside, it's like, it's too cold. Stupid neck.
The ballad. Can she play it again for me?
Anyway, yeah, I'm fine. I also did get my flu shot and my COVID shot,
I can't forget the melody.
and like, totally fine this time. Last time I got it, it knocked me on my ass. This time I got them both at the same time, and I'm like, just fine. You got EP? Dang.
His melody. No, lost it again. Not so easy, he taunts. The brain yearns to forget. He's not helping.
Okay, I'm looking at the guide. I don't understand. Why can't I remember this melody? Is that really what I have to do? Oh my god. What a relentlessly unforgiving piece of the game. I don't know any game that has that series of events that I need to do.
Cross-legged, entranced. Cables dance above her head. The melody. It's playful. An ice cream van earworm.
It's the melody,
Why can't I
and
remember
that
it?
is serious.
She's untroubled.
And then some other
She
lyrics here, I don't remember them, because it's been a decade. And it's Jason Mraz. I remember the artist, but I don't remember all the other words of the song. My memory is shit now.
She's already recalling his ballad.
But I gotta sing the song to
I
myself.
hum the song once more. I'll never forget.
And apparently this is a mechanic of the game. I can't remember the lyrics now.
Baker's little tune. I remember how it goes now.
3 times.
I hum the song once more. I can't forget it now.
If I forget the song now after I've hummed it to myself 3 times,
His melody. I hear it. I hum it. We used to play it on the beach, he says. That's the memory I've left below. Peculiar creature. But I think he knows the way down.
gotta get to the gate. What? What? Come on, the sun's coming down. Oh my god, we're going a long way, I guess.
I
Huh?
don't recognize the melody she's humming.
Where'd you come from?
Remember to remember, she says, pretty much to herself.
The children aren't here in this version of the...
Does he remember now? I remember now, he says. Unnumbered sublevels. I notice leaks, unplugged cables. This is legacy technology. Layers built upon layers. Automation without aim. Baker fidgets, gets on my nerves. Can you smell it, he asks.
What the rock's cooking?
It reeks of the end.
Pod.
Discarded like empty bullet casings. Haunted, planted on the spot. Scanning the photograph he picked up from the ground. Is that his memory? A photograph? I shouldn't be here, he panics. Why would Mason choose this? I'm leaving for the sea. Off he goes again. Forever indecisive. bouncing between locations. But the name, Mason, dormant inside of me. I've heard it before. A connection to Leo.
No. No.
Droning static, the private made public.
It's an eye.
That won't help. It's connected to the device. Clinical imaging device. Bypasses vocal cords. Like black milk. Swarming with electrodes.
Wow, this game just took a huge turn.
A prompt. Begin diagnostic. It wants me to enter a name. Name not found. Why would my brother be up there?
Mason?
M-A-S-O-N. Machine with words.
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
Mutilated between states. Can we speak? Not like this. Clinical image bypasses vote. Coils dig into my temples. It's working. The water amplifies. I am the antenna. We tune into each other's thoughts. Let's try the person. Mason. The image is fragmented at first. Thoughts congeal. I see it. A faint trace of personhood. Who is the silent one? The images aren't clear. As if they're memories somewhere. Not willing to be born yet.
I don't have anything else.
We focus on our location. It triggers a strong response. I catch a flurry of linked ideas. A worksite. A flood. An architect. The sequence ends abruptly, as if halted. There is a shape in there. A trace of Leo. It's noisy, imprecise. I might need to reawaken other memories first. Who is the architect? Hard to determine. I feel like we both know. I sense great tenderness. The vision ends. Why is the worksite significant?
It's where they
What
met,
happens
right?
there? It's unclear. The memory is foreboding. About the flood.
Then it's also the same place he lost her.
I see it. A faint trace of personhood. Who is the silent one? It doesn't prompt anything. Must be missing parts of the story. We see the location. Two souls crammed into one skull. It's indecent. Droning static, the private made public. Anybody else up there? wants me to enter a name. Name not found. Why would my brother... It wants me to...
Flood could be a name, I think. Phoenix
Name not
Springs
found.
is a name. Okay. So it's got to be
I
Mason.
bring Mason,
What am I missing here?
but not like this. Looks like we're back to the original loop. The self erased and reframed. This place. No recollection yet. We rebuild the memory from the ground up. It starts with a person, Mason. I see it. A faint trace of personhood. Who is the architect?